Okay, I couldn't find a good video of anyone reading Run, Kate, Shelley, Run, so I'm going to read it myself. All right? Run, Kate, Shelley, Run by Julia Perfshirt. I don't really know how to say that name. Kate Shelley's home stood on a hill above Honey Creek and the railroad line that led to Magonia, Iowa. Kate was 15 years old in July 1881 when the great storm began. After nearly a week of rain, the creek was a wild bull, roaring and leaping, crashing against the high bluffs that caged it on either side. It was nearly 11 o'clock when Kate heard number 11's whistle. Long, short, screaming into the wind. Suddenly, Kate heard a crack like thunder, and another and another. With a sound like cannon fire, the Honey Creek trestle bridge, the engine, and 4 terrified crewmen crashed into the roaring water 20 feet below. Kate pulled on her barn coat and a battered straw hat. "I'm going," she said. Before Kate could think of a way to help the men, a terrible thought struck her. The Midnight Express was scheduled to come through in less than an hour. The train, its crew, and 200 passengers were right now, this minute, headed toward Honey Creek, not realizing that the bridge was out. Over 200 people could die. She had to stop that train. Kate gripped the lantern tighter and stumbled along the rails, following them like a road into the blackness and storm. She ran and fell, slipped and stumbled toward the Magonia Railroad Station over a mile away. Between Honey Creek and the Magonia Station, the railroad crossed the Des Moines River. The storm shook the Des Moines River Bridge until it swayed and trembled. The rain fell even harder. Mud and water made the cross ties slick and treacherous. How could anyone cross this bridge, caught between the wind, the rain, and the boiling, angry river? Kate knelt down and crawled forward on her hands and knees. She could crawl for those 200 people. Only a little farther, Kate told herself, when her hands finally felt mud and stone instead of the empty air between the ties. She was safe across the bridge now. It was a half mile to the station. When she saw the station lights, Kate ran like a wild woman. Every breath hurt. She crashed into the station door and fell inside. "Stop! Stop the train!" she gasped. "The engine, Honey Creek! Stop the train!" Between gasps for air, Kate told them the Honey Creek Bridge had collapsed. 2 men are still alive, she said, and the Midnight Express must be stopped. The station agent telegraphed 6 miles west to Ogden to be sure the Midnight Express would not be allowed to continue in the storm. The same telegraph that had warned Ogden Station to hold the Midnight Express sent news of Kate's bravery from city to city. Within days, newspapers all over the nation were calling her the Iowa heroine.